I'm Robert Hill with the Orange County Register, and welcome to OC in 2 for Wednesday, June 10th.
Bowing to a dramatic decline in support from subordinates, Newport Beach's police chief has agreed to give up his badge and accept early retirement. Chief John Klein, a 3-decade veteran of the department, became Newport's top cop 2 years ago and built a reputation as being transparent with the media and responsive to community concerns. But in recent months, his internal support eroded rapidly after a series of damaging revelations, such as top department brass demanding an outside investigation into promotional practices, and it was learned that interviews for a new chief in 2007 involved only Klein and one other candidate. An interim chief will be named July 10th, with a permanent successor chosen after a new city manager takes office later this year. With tax revenues slammed by a staggering economy, county staff proposed a $5.5 billion budget, about $1.2 billion smaller than this year's spending. County executives have proposed cutting $54.7 million from services, and they believe almost all of it, $50.6 million, should come from public safety. Despite warnings that slashing the sheriff's department could cripple jails, increase response times, and impact investigations, the Board of Supervisors on Tuesday appeared poised to cut nearly $28 million from the Orange County Sheriff's Department budget. Supervisors could still shift course, however. A final budget won't be adopted until June 23rd. More than a year after an $80 million county investment went into default, the Orange County grand jury said Tuesday that it and similar investments were imprudent. The grand jury called for greater oversight of Treasurer Tax Collector Chris Street's investment decisions. Street's office said he welcomes additional scrutiny and transparency and welcomes the report, which focused on Street's purchase of structured investment vehicles, 2 of which have defaulted, a rare event for a government treasury that is supposed to buy only the safest securities. Thursday, the California Coastal Commission is set to consider a Dana Point Harbor revitalization plan that some boaters contend encroaches on land storage area for boats and could eventually tilt boating recreation at the harbor in favor of wealthier users, something the city says is not happening. The commission staff is recommending rejections of the revitalization plan as proposed, but endorses it with modifications the staff has been working on with the city and Orange County that would bring the plan into compliance with provisions of the California Coastal Act. The handmade Dana Point Harbor was completed in the early 1970s, and according to a commission staff report, only minor improvements have happened. And Capistrano Valley left-handed pitcher Tyler Matzek was picked 11th overall in the first round of the Major League Baseball draft by the Colorado Rockies. Matzek was the Register's Player of the Year and led the Cougars to the CIF-SS Division I title on Saturday. Matzek was 13-1 with a .96 ERA. He also hit 8 home runs.
And you can read more about all of these stories and get your breaking news all day at ocregister.com.